Welcome back, fans, to Sweet Erickson Gymnasium Game 2, Day 2 of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic, and we have a heavyweight fight for you here. Western Wyoming, the Mustangs, come in off of a win yesterday against McCook College, and then the North Idaho Cardinals, who had a big win last night over Casper College. We're going to start with the visitors on the scoreboard from Western Wyoming, Rock Springs, head coach Steve Souza. They come in last night. They get a 75-65 win over a very game McCook team. They turned the ball over 18 times, but they added 30 points in the paint, including 18 from Micah Pierce, 14 from Eddie McPhee, and 9 from Justice Jackson Hobbs. The three-headed monster in the post was very much the difference in their victory over McCook. Now looking at the home team on the scoreboard, the North Idaho Cardinals. They are coached by Corey Simons in his 18th season at North Idaho as they return to NJCAA in Region 18. They come off of a win last night, 82-79 over the homestanding Casper College Thunderbirds. They shoot 50% from the free throw line, 50% from the field. They jumped out to a 22-point lead early in the first half last night that Casper College cut away. North Idaho went into the halftime break up just 2 points and ended up winning the game by 3. They turned the ball over 17 times last night, certainly something that I'm sure that they would like to work on. Vaughn Weems had 16 points, 9 rebounds. Kobe Campbell, another guard, had 17 and 9 for the winners last night. They also had Kyle Karstetter, who had 13. Tayshawn Colvin had 10. Dante Sawyer had 13. And Jalen Skalski had 10. This is a team with a lot of depth and a lot of depth scoring the basketball, and they showed that last night in a very tough-fought victory on the home floor of the homestanding Casper College Thunderbirds. Let's get to the starting lineups here. First for North Idaho, number 2, a 6'5" freshman guard from Federal Way, Washington, Vaughn Weems. Weems comes in averaging 13.6 points per game and 5.8 rebounds per game. Number 3, Kobe Campbell, a 6'2" sophomore guard from Pylopa, Washington, comes in averaging 11.6 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. Campbell again went for 17 and 9 last night in their victory over Casper College. A 6'7" sophomore guard forward from Moses Lake, Washington, number 5, Kyle Karstetter. Karstetter had 13 points last night, a very capable three-point shooter, and he showed that last night. Number 10, Tayshawn Colvin, a 6' freshman guard from Spokane Valley, Washington, comes in averaging 10.8 points per game, shoots 87% from the free throw line, and hit his average last night of 10 points. And then number 12, Dane Odstrather, a 6'6" freshman from Porterville, California. For Western Wyoming, number 0, Demetrius Davenport, a 6'4" sophomore from Rock Springs, got 7 points last night. Number 11, 6'4" sophomore Kaysen Boggs from Minden, Nevada. 5.6 assists, 7 rebounds last night, but Coach Sosa had a tough time with the 6 turnovers that Boggs committed. Number 15, Jackson Kyle, a 6'3" sophomore from Sterling, Colorado, 10 points and 5 rebounds last night. Number 23, Eddie McPhee, a 6'7" sophomore from Denver, Colorado, had 14 last night. And 24, Micah Pierce, a 6'7" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, who had 18 points last night. As we are underway here from Day 2 of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic, Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, Western Wyoming, and North Idaho. You got to be careful here. Western Wyoming started the game off last night with some fireworks as they found Eddie McPhee on a back pick lob that he went up and hammered down. This time it's going to be Micah Pierce to his left shoulder as he's got the first 2 of the game. Pierce, the 6'7" sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, comes in averaging 12.7 and 9.4 rebounds per game. He's had 3 double-doubles his last 5 times out, and a guy that can really affect the game, and he did so last night in the second half. It's a good aggressive take here by Vaughn Weems as he misses it, bounces out, and it's going to stay with North Idaho. Vaughn Weems, the 6'5" freshman guard, came in averaging 13.6, went for 16 last night, and a guy that can really score at all 3 levels, as he showed right there on his aggressive take to the hoop. And this is Weems again drawing a little bit of contact, and he gets the bucket. And Vaughn Weems and North Idaho are on the board as we are tied early on here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium in Casper, Wyoming. Eddie McPhee shown that he's capable of knocking down that jump shot as he gets stopped at the elbow. They try to throw it into Pierce, but the ball gets tipped away. There's a scramble for it, and Boggs comes up with it, but when Boggs tries to throw it, it gets tipped away, and now North Idaho's got it. This is Kyle Karstetter, and he fires a 3 ball, and it is good. Karstetter, a guy that shoots at only 25% from 3, but started off with a good one right there. as he gets his first 3 of the game, and now North Idaho takes their first lead of this early basketball game here. Kason Boggs, again, had a great game last night. This is Pierce for 3, and he misses it short. Defensive rebound goes to Vaughn. Kason Boggs, 5 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds last night. Really played well, but again, turned the ball over 6 times, and Coach Souza was not very happy with it, and he sat for most of the fourth quarter as Eddie McPhee comes down with the defensive rebound. McPhee looks to drive, and he throws it into Pierce. Pierce again to his right shoulder. What a great fake as he goes up and under, and Micah Pierce now with all 4 points for Western Wyoming as they trail just by 1. Western Wyoming loves to run that high-low action with Pierce and McPhee. If either McPhee or Pierce catches it at the high post, they are looking for each other in the low, and it had a lot of success last night. Both of those guys very capable of scoring the basketball, really from the high spot or the low spot, and they'll even run it out to the wing some, as we saw yesterday. First foul of the game's going against number 15, Jackson Kyle. It's going to be his first, the team's first of the half of the game. We are still early on here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. North Idaho with an early 5-4 lead over Western Wyoming in Game 2 of Day 2 of the Thanksgiving Classic. Kobe Campbell, the left-handed guard, hit a couple of threes last night. This is Karstetter again for 3, and he's got it now. Karstetter with 2 threes already on a great pass from Kobe Campbell on the pick and roll. And here comes Vaughn Weems with the steal, and he goes up and he gets a bucket. Vaughn Weems now with 4, and just like that, North Idaho jumps out to a 10-4 lead over Western Wyoming. Both teams played in hard-fought games yesterday. This is Pierce catching the pass from McPhee. Pierce goes up with his left hand. It's no good, and Karstetter's there to clear. Both teams had a tough game last night. North Idaho had played the late game last night. They didn't get done until about 10 o'clock last night, and then back at it again here at 2 o'clock as this is Campbell. And Campbell's going to get called for an offensive foul. Looked like he might have hooked the defender there as Campbell's first foul and the first on Northern Idaho. Checking in early for North Idaho, number 24, Jalen Skalski, the 6'8" sophomore from Rathdrum, Idaho. Comes in averaging 10.6 and 5.6 rebounds per game. Last night he had both of those averages, 10 points and 5 rebounds for the Cardinals. Pierce comes back out. This is Jackson Kyle with it, and now Demetrius Davenport at the top. Boggs with a great entry pass. This is McPhee with a 15-foot jumper, and it is smooth. Both McPhee and Pierce showed that they were capable of knocking down that 15-foot, even stepping out to the three-point line last night. And that makes both of those guys dangerous because they are both a load on the inside, as this is Kobe Campbell now for 3. And North Idaho has come out and hit 3 of their first 3-point shots to take a 13-6 lead over the Western Wyoming Mustangs. A lot of dribble handoff action until they can get either McPhee or Pierce at the high post. This is Boggs for 3, and it's no good, and a defensive rebound by Skalski. And North Idaho, much like last night, they want to get out and go. The press from Casper last night caused North Idaho some problems, turned them over a handful of times as we got a traveling violation here. The press turned over North Idaho a handful of times and had a lot to do with the comeback that Casper was able to make. Curious to see if maybe Western Wyoming doesn't show a little bit of that today. Number 11, Dante Sawyer checks in for North Idaho. The 6'5" sophomore guard from San Francisco comes in averaging 14.4 points per game. Last night went for 13 and 5 in the win over Casper College. And again, these guys, they had 6 different guys in double figures last night and show how deep and capable they are of scoring the basketball from a lot of different places. That's a tough step back shot by Jackson Kyle, and it's good. Jackson Kyle's on the board. The 6'3" sophomore from Sterling, Colorado hits his first basket of the game and cuts the North Idaho lead to 5. Skalski on the roll. There's a lot of contact there, and Ben Partlow is going to call a foul here on Eddie McPhee. Davenport tried to step in front and take a charge. There was a good contact there between Skalski and Davenport, but as McPhee slid over in to help, it looked like McPhee grabbed the arm, and they're going to send Skalski to the free throw line now for 2 shots as they say that he was going up towards the basket. Jalen Skalski, the 6'8" sophomore forward from Rathdrum, Idaho, comes in shooting 71% from the free throw line. The lefty's first one is up, and it is good. Skalski now in the scorer's column as North Idaho with a 14-8 lead. Still fairly early here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. Second free throw for Skalski is up and good as North Idaho now jumps out to a 15-8 lead over Casper College. Boggs with it at the top, finds Davenport at the high elbow. McPhee looks at it. He's looking for Pierce on the inside, but they do a good job of fronting Pierce. Jackson Kyle curls it to the free throw line, spins, and hits another shot. Jackson Kyle struggled shooting it in the first half yesterday, but has gotten it going. He hit a couple of shots in the second half and then knocks that little 15-footer down as he's got 4 points now for Western Wyoming and North Idaho with a 15-10 lead. A little double screen there for Kobe Campbell. And they find Skalski at the high post, and he's looking to attack. He goes for an elbow jump shot, and he banks it off the glass. I did not hear him call that bank shot, but they're still going to count 2 points for it, as Skalski now has 4 points on the game for North Idaho, who's out to a 7-point lead. Boggs with the drive right, misses it. Pierce there with the offensive rebound. Pierce spins around, tries to flip it up. It's no good. A scramble for the rebound now. Pierce is on it. Looks like Campbell's got a hold of it too, and Sawyer as well, as we're going to have a jump ball that's going to head North Idaho's direction. I take that back. We are going to have a timeout on the floor, as Western Wyoming had control of it, and then they give Micah Pierce a timeout. Coach Simon's not terribly pleased with the call, but they are going to get a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here with you from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, Vista Auto, Day 2 of the Thanksgiving Classic. North Idaho out to a 17-10 lead so far, 14:26 left here in the first quarter. Kyle Karstetter for North Idaho leading the way so far with 6 points. Vaughn Weems with 4 of his own. Kobe Campbell has hit a 3, and Jalen Skalski with 4 as well for the Cardinals. So far for the Mustangs, 4 points for Jackson Kyle, 2 points for Eddie McPhee, and 4 points for Micah Pierce, as we are still here early in Game 2 of this battle between North Idaho and Western Wyoming. North Idaho comes in having won 3 games in a row, as they are now 4-2 on the season. Western Wyoming comes in with a record of 6-2, as they have won 5 games in a row. One of those win streaks is getting ready to fall, as Jackson Kyle had a wide open layup and missed it off of a great underneath out of bounds set. And on the outlet pass to Skalski, there's a foul. Foul's going to go on Eddie McPhee. It's going to be his second foul. And Skalski's going to head back to the free throw line, where he was successful twice already so far. Coach Sosa gets a handful of subs lined up there as McPhee picks up his second one. That could play a big piece, as McPhee has been a very, very solid player for the Mustangs so far this year. So McPhee's going to go to the bench. Demetrius Davenport heads to the bench as well in favor of 6'6" sophomore from Adelaide, Australia, Chalk Garang. And then also checking into the game, 6'7" sophomore from London, England, Christian Adoon. And Adoon played really positive minutes for the Mustangs down the stretch yesterday, as he rebounded at a high level. Skalski hits 1 of 2. He's got 5 points in the game, and the North Idaho lead now up to 8. Garang finds Boggs. Boggs tries to whip a pass into the middle that gets deflected and turned over, and it's going to be the Cardinals heading back. And this is Karstetter again for 3. This one's short, but an offensive rebound bounces into the hands of Dante Sawyer, and North Idaho will now reset. Austin Johnson now is checked in for North Idaho. The 6'4" sophomore guard from Oakland just turned the ball over. And this is going to be Jackson Kyle as he runs in, floats it up, no good, gets his own rebound, goes back up again. This is missed again, and Kyle gets another offensive rebound. This time it's Case and Boggs for 3. It's no good, and there's a battle in there for it, and it's going to end up with Karstetter for North Idaho. North Idaho not waiting around for anybody to get back defensively, as Dante Sawyer goes in and misses a layup. And it's going to come back to Western Wyoming. Things have gotten a little sloppy here over the last couple of minutes offensively. We'll see if one team can settle in here and start to get things rolling on the offensive side of the floor. Jackson Kyle drives it. He's going to lob it up for Pierce. Pierce catches and finishes it. And Micah Pierce with 6 points now for Western Wyoming and cuts the lead down to 6. Campbell with the fake and spins it up with the left hand, and it's good. Kobe Campbell, the 6'2" guard from Puyallup, Washington, with his fifth points of the game as Jackson Kyle misses, and it's rebounded by Austin Johnson. Carstetter was open in the corner, and I think he was looking to shoot it before he could catch it, and the ball bounces out of bounds, and it's going to be Western Wyoming ball, and we've reached our first immediate timeout. With 12:36 left in the first half, Western Wyoming trails North Idaho 20-12 here from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic on the Casper College Network.
Hey, Coach, so I've been with you for a couple weeks. What's your philosophy on player development?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it really boils down to two things, imagination and creativity.
Good, fine, good, yes, go, quick, one more time, you got it, Georgie, oh, another one, Georgie, give me that, don't step on my two, quick, finish, let's go, come on, Craig, let's go, jump on your shot, get your shot up, go, one more, let's go, get it up, go, finish it, nice job.
こっち見て。
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the home of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. 12 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the first half between Western Wyoming and North Idaho. North Idaho out to a 20-12 lead early on in this one, as their transition game has been effective, and Western Wyoming has had a tough time throwing the ball into their posts. Eddie McPhee has picked up his second foul, so we'll be curious to see when he will return. Micah Pierce has been successful. He's got 6 points. Jackson Kyle with 4 for the Mustangs, as it'll be Mustang basketball. We have a handful of new players for the Mustangs. Number 3, Trevon Chambers, the 6'2" freshman from Denver, Colorado, has checked in, a primary ball handler. This is going to be a Dune who catches and travels. The other newcomer for Western Wyoming, number 21, Justice Jackson Fobbs, a 6'8" freshman from Magna, Utah. He had 9 points last night and really did a nice job of being the big that came in and spelled Pierce and McPhee for an extended period of time. You talk about a guy that plays above the rim. Justice Jackson Fobbs is that guy, and you will see it here when it comes to rebounding the basketball. Another new face for Western, number 5, Amari Westmoreland, a 6'4" freshman from Hawaii. As that basket is up and good for Dante Sawyer, and he's got 2 more. North Idaho up by 10, and we've got an offensive foul there on a bad rub screen. Foul's going to go against, kind of got screened there. I think it was number 10, it looks like. Number 10, Christian Adoon's going to pick up his first foul. Western Wyoming's 4th, and the new player for Western, number 25. Is Peja Savage. Peja Savage checks in for the first time in 2 days, as he did not play in yesterday's game. And that's going to be a foul from Amari Westmoreland for having 2 hands on. Westmoreland picks up his first foul, team's 5th. And with 11:43 left here in the first half, North Idaho with a 22-12 lead. Ball goes into the post. A little bit of a hook there as Vaughn Weems tries to go up. He misses it. Johnson with the offensive rebound, and the shot goes up and goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Western Wyoming basketball. Western Wyoming trailing by 10. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic, as this is Chalk Garang looking to attack with the left hand, and we've got a foul called. This is going to go on Dante Sawyer, it looks like. Sawyer picks up his first foul, team's 2nd, and it'll be Western Wyoming ball on the side. Chambers enters, and this is Savage. Garang, and they're looking to try to find the Justice Jackson Fobbs in the post. He spins back to his left hand, and he's fouled as he makes his spin, and it looks like it might be Sawyer again. It is going to be Sawyer again. So just like that, within 10 seconds of each other, Dante Sawyer picks up 2 fouls, and he's going to have to head to the bench as Justice Jackson Fobbs heads to the free throw line. Jackson Fobbs, the 6'8" freshman from Magna, Utah, comes in shooting 82% from the free throw line. As his first free throw is up, and it is good. Tayshawn Colvin returning for North Idaho, the 6-foot guard from Spokane Valley, Washington. Second free throw is up and good for Jackson Fobbs as he gets his first 2 points of the game and cuts the North Idaho lead down to 8. Kobe Campbell going to initiate offense for the Cardinals here as he uses the ball screen from Vaughn Weems. Skalski tried to find Weems on the pick and roll, ends up turning the ball over. Chalk Garang gets the steal, and he's going to handle it for the Mustangs. Garang finds Trevon Chambers, and Chambers thought about a shot but instead pulls it out, and they're going to run some offense. You can tell Coach Sosa's put a lot of emphasis on throwing the ball into the post here as, again, Chambers had a pretty good look at it, but then they wanted to kick back out and see if they could find Jackson Fobbs in the post. As now Westmoreland fires a 3. It doesn't go in. Battle for the rebound, and Justice Jackson Fobbs with the offensive rebound gets another possession for Western Wyoming. This is Savic who fires a 3. It's no good, and again, Jackson Fobbs with an offensive rebound and resets the offense yet again for the Western Wyoming Mustangs. This is going to be their third try at it. Let's see if it works any better for them than the first 2 times, as this is Jackson Fobbs who fires the 3. It's no good. Another offensive rebound by Savic. Savic puts it up. It's no good. Now a battle for it. It's on the ground. There's a scramble, and it looks like it's going to come away with Colvin grabbed it. And we're going to have a foul call, actually, against Western Wyoming. Foul's going to go on Jackson Fobbs. It's going to be his first, the team's 6th. North Idaho is going to shoot free throws the rest of the way here. So that was a weird scramble for it. Western Wyoming, a handful of opportunities there off of some offensive rebounds, and just not able to convert and put the ball in the basket, as this is Western Wyoming's entire second unit on the floor right now. Not a starter out there for Western Wyoming. Great pick and roll action there as Skalski misses the layup, and this is Chalk Garang with the rebound, and he's going to handle it for Western Wyoming. Westmoreland fires another 3-pointer. That one's no good. Jackson Fobbs crashing the board hard, grabs the offensive rebound, and they're going to reset again here. Jackson Fobbs, 3 offensive rebounds in the last 2 possessions, has done a little bit of everything for this Western Wyoming team. They go a little hammer action and find Garang back in the corner, and it is good. Chalk Garang for a 3 ball. Western Wyoming loves to run that hammer action where they drive on the baseline and back screen to find a shooter in the opposite corner, and that time it's Chalk Garang, and he fires the 3 ball. Garang comes in just averaging 3 points a game, did not score last night, as this is Skalski, Jalen Skalski for a 3 ball, and he's got 8 on the game and opens the North Idaho lead back up to 8. Coach Sosa, a guy that does not mind playing with 5 bench guys on the floor all at once here, especially early on in the season, because he wants to see what he's got from all 10 of these guys, 11 of these guys that have played so far, as Jackson Fobbs again with another offensive rebound. Coach Simmons not terribly pleased with that and wants somebody to go in and maybe block out Justice Jackson Fobbs for the first time in the game today. That foul is going to be on number 3, Kobe Campbell. It's going to be his second to team's 4th, and Justice Jackson Fobbs head back to the free throw line where he made both of his attempts last time he was there. First one's up and good. Returning for North Idaho, number 1, Austin Johnson, the 6'4" guard out of Oakland, California. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. Justice Jackson Fobbs now 4 points and has cut the North Idaho lead down to 6. 8.5 minutes left to play here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, Game 2 of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. As Austin Johnson tries to make a move there, swings it around, and this is Karstetter from the top. Tayshawn Colvin kind of gets stuck there, swings it back out to Karstetter, and now it's going to go Austin Johnson with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Skalski just showed the range on his last one as he's capable of making that shot. This is Vaughn Weems now trying to get to his left hand, and we're going to go ahead and get a traveling violation as both Rosie Brown and Ben Partlow agree that he took a few extra steps before he got held, and it's going to be Western Wyoming basketball. Trevon Chambers has it looking for Garang, and Garang looks to attack. Garang being very aggressive offensively. He's going to get an and one here. Chalk Garang comes in averaging just 3 points a game. He now has 5 as he gets that bucket, and they're going to call a foul as well. We're waiting to see who the foul is. I believe it's going to be on number 5, Karstetter. Karstetter is going to pick up his first foul. It's going to be the 5th for the team. Garang heads to the free throw line to shoot 1, and Western has cut the lead down to 4 with a chance to make it 3. And he does. Chalk Garang now with 6 points as he has increased his average from 3, now has 6 points. And North Idaho with an opportunity here as this is Austin Johnson. He drives it, he's fouled on the way, and he's going to head to the free throw line for a little bonus. Foul's going to be on Amari Westmoreland. It's going to be his second, and it's going to send Austin Johnson to the free throw line. Johnson comes in shooting 70% from the free throw line, has not been on the board yet today, but he comes in averaging 9 points per game, 1.4 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. First free throw is up, and it is good, and he has earned himself another one. Dante Sawyer checks back in for the Cardinals, and he'll replace Skalski. Skalski, who came in and played really good minutes, scored 8 points there in that stretch. And the second free throw by Austin Johnson is good and opens the lead back up to 5 in Northern Idaho's favor. Justice Jackson Fobbs tries to drive it to the left, fakes, spins back around, shoots a fadeaway, it doesn't go, and Karstetter there for the defensive rebound for the Cardinals. And now they're looking to push with Tayshawn Colvin. North Idaho really wants to try to get out and go. They have, every time they grab a defensive rebound, they are pushing ahead. Their eyes are up. They're looking, and a great back cut there by Dante Sawyer. Sawyer goes up for the layup, and he's fouled. Really good action on the backside as Sawyer saw his man turn his head, and Sawyer made the back cut, caught the pass, was fouled on the way in. The foul is going to go on number 1, Chalk Garang. It's going to be his first, and this is going to be Dante Sawyer heading to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is no good by Sawyer. Kobe Campbell checks back in for North Idaho, as well as Demetrius Davenport for Rock Springs, the 6'4" sophomore from Rock Springs, Wyoming, comes in averaging 5.3 points a game and has not scored yet, as Sawyer makes his second free throw, and he now has 3 on the game, and the lead is 6. Chambers hands off to Davenport. Davenport looks to go to his left. They look to run that back pick play for Justice Jackson Fobbs, but North Idaho had it well scouted and was prepared for it. I'll tell you what, McCook was not prepared for it yesterday, and the lob went up for Eddie McPhee, and Eddie McPhee brought the house down with his first 2 points of the game last night on a monstrous dunk from an alley-oop. Shot clock down to 3, and this is going to be Chambers who has to force it, and it's no good, and Austin Johnson comes down and clears for North Idaho. Campbell fires a 3, but he gets him blocked by Garang. Garang with those long arms comes out of nowhere, but it's going to stay with the Cardinals as Western Wyoming looks to bring back their starters. It's going to be Boggs returning, it's going to be Kyle returning, and Pierce returning for the Western Wyoming Mustangs. When we return from this media timeout, 6:41 left from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. North Idaho 28, Western Wyoming 22 on the Casper College Network.
We have a really competitive group this year, sometimes a little too competitive. And there's this guy on our team, Ethan. He takes it a little too far, but he never loses.
Ready, go! I do this. I ain't never lost. I do this. It don't even matter what that is. I got game right here. Yellow game. In this game. Tell him he missed too. In that game. I do this. I ain't never lost. I
never lost. I never lost. I ain't never lost.
Welcome back, Van Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the home of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. Game 2 of Day 2, Western Wyoming. The Mustangs taking on the Cardinals from North Idaho. North Idaho out to a 28-22 lead. 6 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the first half. It'll be North Idaho basketball. North Idaho able to get a handful of stops. Western Wyoming has done them some favors by turning the basketball over a handful of times, and it has led to some Cardinals baskets, and that has led to the 6-point lead for North Idaho. North Idaho very aggressive in the offensive side of things, as this is Dante Sawyer who misses the fadeaway. Kason Boggs with the defensive rebound. Boggs, again, a guy that did a lot last night, as this is Justice Jackson Fobbs, who's able to get underneath. Pierce with the defensive rebound, and he goes back up, and Austin Johnson with the block. Jackson Kyle now fires a three, and there was a big push underneath, and it's going to go against, I believe the foul is going to go against Pierce. It is going to go against Micah Pierce. It's going to be his first, the team's 9th, and we're going to have Kobe Campbell heading to the free throw line for the Cardinals. Campbell with 5 points so far in the game. The 6'2" sophomore guard from Washington comes in shooting 71% from the free throw line. The lefty, 11.6 points per game, had 17 last night. Really shot the three ball at a high level last night and was a big piece in that big victory over Casper College last night as the first one floats in, and he now has 6 on the game. North Idaho up by 7 right now. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the first half from Casper, Wyoming, as this second free throw by Campbell is also good. He now has 7 on the game, and North Idaho out to an 8-point lead. Kason Boggs looks to facilitate some offense here as they go high-low. This is Jackson Fobbs, and he throws it into Pierce. Pierce with the catch. Looks to spin to his left shoulder and finds Davenport in the corner for the 3 ball. Demetrius Davenport now on the board after a great pass by Micah Pierce, who got doubled in the post, was able to keep his eyes up and find Davenport for an open 3-point shot that went. Dante Sawyer on the other end misses the layup, and this is Western Wyoming now looking to run again as Micah Pierce with a great catch in transition goes up for 2, and he's got it. Micah Pierce now with 8 points. Kason Boggs again the facilitator on that one. A guy that continues to fill the stat sheet here with a great assist, and the lead now down to 3. North Idaho with Vaughn Weems, Kobe Campbell, Dante Sawyer out there, Kyle Karstetter, and Austin Johnson, who takes that shot, misses it. Offensive rebound put back by Vaughn Weems. And Vaughn Weems just living up around the rim, makes that tip in awfully easy when his head almost hits the rim. He did that seemingly without a whole lot of effort as he used the left hand to tap that in. Davenport, another 3, misses this one. And Weems again playing up above the rim with a defensive rebound, and he's going to handle it now for North Idaho. He skips it over Austin Johnson now for a 3 ball, and it's good. And just like that, 5 quick ones from North Idaho has opened this lead back up to 8. Just when it looked like Western Wyoming might be ready to step back into this thing, they get a couple of turnovers. North Idaho goes the other way and gets a couple of baskets as we've got a foul now. Foul's going to go on Austin Johnson for invading the bubble or the cylinder of the player. This is a newer rule, I think, over the last couple of years where Ben Partlow says that the defensive player there, Austin Johnson, was in the cylinder of the offensive player, which is now illegal, and that is a foul, and that's what was called there. Austin Johnson picked up his first foul. It was the team 6th, so Western Wyoming will be in the bonus for the last 4.5 minutes if another foul occurs. Boggs looks to enter. And we're going to get a bad screen on Justice Jackson Fobbs. Didn't look like Fobbs did anything malicious there as much as he kind of left early as he was looking to set the screen but then roll off of it quickly and potentially catch a lob was what it looked like they were kind of heading towards. North Idaho with a 35-27 lead over Western Wyoming. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half as North Idaho looking to execute some offense here. Back screen for Skalski is not available. And then it gets swung back. This is Austin Johnson at the top, and now Skalski at the elbow. Skalski looking to make a move against Micah Pierce. Micah Pierce, a pretty good defender, tough shot, and it's going to be a rebound for Boggs. North Idaho just never looked like they got comfortable there in that half-court possession as Micah Pierce catches, and he's going up, misses it long, and Austin Johnson grabs a defensive rebound. And when I say North Idaho didn't look great that possession, it's kind of a common theme with them in the half-court as Skalski gets a quick 2, and they have 10, as North Idaho's offense seems to do much better in transition before the defense gets set. We're going to have a media timeout, 3 minutes and 51 seconds left here in Casper, Wyoming. North Idaho with a 37-27 lead over Western Wyoming on the Casper College Network.
I think Casper College is a great place to start out your college journey. It's, again, there's small class sizes. There's really nice buildings and facilities. There's lots of variety of classes to choose from. To start off, there's all kinds of things you can try. If you're not sure what you want to do, like I was when I started, there's lots of things you can try, from lots of different foreign languages like Japanese or Russian, or the typical things like business and English. And there's lots of really good health science stuff here. So it's a great place to get started. And so I think people should give it a chance rather than going off to college somewhere else. This is a great place locally to kind of dip your toe in the water, so to speak.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the home of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. And during that timeout, Coach Sosa not very happy with his guys, as he was very loud in the instructions that he was giving to his guys, urging for better effort and better execution on the offensive end of the floor as they trail 37-27 to this North Idaho team here. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. A little bit of token pressure shown there by the Cardinals, as Western Wyoming doesn't have any issues breaking it. Case and Boggs now running, and it looks like now maybe North Idaho in a 2-3 zone here. It's exactly what it is as Kobe Kelly jumps out to the ball. Kobe Campbell, my apologies. Shot by Savage is short, and it's going to be a defensive rebound by Campbell as he goes with his left hand, swings it back out. This is Vaughn Weems who catches, and now it's coming back out with Campbell to reset an offense here. 15 left on the shot clock here as North Idaho runs some action. Back screen for Weems there as now Campbell comes off of a double screen to the top. Again, nothing there as the shot clock's down to 5, 4, 3. This is going to be Campbell going on his own. He's going to flip up a floater that doesn't go, and Micah Pierce with the defensive rebound for Western Wyoming. Boggs looking to push as he's going to slow it down for Kyle. Paige Savage checked back in for Western Wyoming, as this is Davenport now again against what maybe is a 2-3 zone. It looks like half the guys are in 2-3 zone and half the guys are in man, as Jackson Kyle hits a tough shot there, as it looked like he even got bumped a little bit as well. 37-29, North Idaho with the 8-point advantage here. This is Kobe Campbell who looks to use a ball screen from Skalski. Carstetter now, who got it going early from the 3 ball, but has not taken a shot since. And right on cue, Carstetter fires a 3. Misses just a little bit short, and Demetrius Davenport there with the defensive rebound, and he's fouled. And Davenport will head to the free throw line for some bonus shots. Foul's going to be on number 10, Tayshawn Colvin. It's going to be his first, the team's 7th. And Davenport heads to the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. Davenport comes in just 38% from the free throw line. He had 7 points in the game last night. He averages 5.3 on the season, 3.1 rebounds. First free throw is up and it's short, but Savage with the offensive rebound, and he's going to reset for Western Wyoming as Boggs looks to find an entry pass as it gets kicked away, and Western Wyoming will have the ball with a reset of 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's going to be entered on the side right in front of the North Idaho bench, and then Mr. Brown changes his mind, and it looks like it is going to be Western Wyoming on the baseline. I think they're having a tough time deciding whether the ball should be entered on the side or entered on the baseline. The ball was kicked. The pass came from the top of the key, but it looked like it was kicked from inside the lane. Therefore, should be an underneath out of bounds entry, which it looks like it's going to be. Case and Boggs going to enter for Western Wyoming. And now they've got it figured out. They were looking for a lob pass into Pierce, which was not there. Instead, they outlet it to Davenport, and they're going to run their offense. This time, North Idaho a little bit more organized in the 2-3 zone. You can tell that all 5 guys are actually into it this time, as Boggs with a great bounce pass, and Micah Pierce drops the hammer. Boggs looked like he was stuck in the air, switched from his left to his right hand, and dropped a bounce pass off to Micah Pierce, who dropped a hammer. And they've got a delay of game warning on number 24, Micah Pierce, who after the dunk felt the need to touch the basketball, which is frowned upon, especially when Roosevelt Brown is officiating the basketball game. 37-31, North Idaho with the lead as the lob. Actually, that was a shot by Kobe Campbell. Looked like it could have been a lob, but he gets the floater to go, and he's got 9 now as North Idaho opens the lead back up to 8. Demetrius Davenport looks to drive it baseline. He's stuck in a double team. And we've got a traveling violation as Davenport was stuck in the corner there against the double team. And as he was looking for a teammate, he slid that left pivot foot. And it's going to be a turnover Western Wyoming. And it's going to be North Idaho basketball with 1.5 minutes left here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. Kobe Campbell looks to use Skalski's screen there. A couple of lefties. Skalski catches. He's now going to get some screen action and back out to Karstetter. Karstetter, a big guy that likes to play on the perimeter, can really shoot the basketball, and so can this guy, Kobe Campbell. Campbell looks to drive it to his left and was trying to dump it off to Vaughn Weems on the inside, but the pass was way too high and out of bounds. Western Wyoming's going to get it back with 1:12 left here in the first half. Kason Boggs going to facilitate the offense here, as he looks high post to Savic. Savic looking in at Davenport. Davenport catches. He's got Campbell on him. He's going to take a little step back fadeaway that doesn't go in. Pierce grabs the defensive rebound, but then it got taken away from him by Colvin, but Colvin's left foot was on the baseline, and it's going to stay with Western Wyoming. Coach Simon's not sure why the shot clock is resetting, as that pass got lobbed up, and it was possessed dually by Pierce and Colvin. Colvin's foot was out of bounds, and so they're saying that Colvin had full possession of the basketball before he stepped out of bounds, and it is a moot point anyways, as the ball is stolen there by Colvin, and now North Idaho will handle it. Colvin looks for it and looks to drive it with his left hand. Felt like he got bumped, but instead they're going to call a traveling violation, as Jackson Kyle did a pretty good job defensively there to slow him down. 12-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Western Wyoming with a small opportunity for a 2-for-1. Looks like they're going to pass on it, and North Idaho should get the last possession in this half. Kyle gets stuck as he finds Davenport at the top of the key. Savic sets a bad screen on the wing, and it's going to be his first. It's going to be the team's 10th, but because it's a team foul, it's not a free throw shooting situation, but North Idaho is going to have the ball with 28 seconds left, and the shot clock is off. They're going to have the opportunity to get the last one. North Idaho with an 8-point lead right now, 20 seconds left. We talk a lot about the difference between being up by single digits and double digits. Right now, North Idaho with an opportunity to extend this thing to a double-digit lead, which again, from a psyche standpoint, can mean a big deal for either the leading team or the trailing team going into the half. As we're down to 3, North Idaho is struggling to try to get into something, but Cody Campbell flips it up with the left hand. It's no good. Felt like he got bumped and maybe rolled his ankle there at the end of the play. North Idaho is going to go into the half with the lead, 39-31 over Western Wyoming from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic here at Casper College. We will be back in about 13 minutes with some stats and a preview into the second half before we get things rolling again in the second half of Game 2 of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic on the Casper College Network.
Here, Casper College, we can't miss.
Hold on, mate. I can do better.
All right, show me.
reasons I chose Casper College is I'm from Casper, born and raised, and it's great that we have this community college here that it's ranked pretty high among community colleges. So I'm a non-traditional student, and I was a little bit nervous to come back to college, I guess. My major while I was a CC student was psychology, and I also got to be the president of the psychology club. I just had so many opportunities for leadership and personal growth. And I've just been so thankful. I really never imagined all of the opportunities that I would have had here. Just go for it. Like, there is so much to do and so many things to be involved in. And challenge yourself, push beyond your own limitations that you had in your mind.
Welcome back, fans, from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic, as we are in Game 2 between the Western Wyoming Mustangs and the North Idaho College Cardinals. The Cardinals take a 39-31 lead going into the half. We'll talk through a little bit of stats here. First, for the leading North Idaho College Cardinals, 10 points from Jalen Skalski off the bench in his 14 minutes of action, 9 points from Kobe Campbell, 6 points from Vaughn Weems, 6 points from Kyle Karstetter on a couple of threes, 5 points from Austin Johnson off the bench, and then 3 points from Dante Sawyer off the bench on a field goal and a free throw. North Idaho College shoots it at 46% from the field, and even more impressively, 56% from the three-point line as they make 5 out of 9 three-point attempts. They also go 8 of 10 from the free throw line for 80% there, as they shot it at a really high clip there in the first half. Western Wyoming, on the other hand, they get 10 points from Micah Pierce in the post. Eddie McPhee, a guy who played very, very well yesterday, scored 14 points for him, was in foul trouble early on, and has not been back on the floor since the 16-minute mark. He is held to 2 points in the first half, 6 points from Jackson Kyle, 3 from Demetrius Davenport on a three-point field goal, 6 points from Chalk Goring off the bench as he hit a 3 and also got an and 1. And then Justice Jackson Fobbs chips in 4 points for the Mustangs. The Mustangs, 10 turnovers is something that they are going to have to really work to clean up, as they didn't shoot it well enough to be successful turning the ball over that many times. They did grab 11 offensive rebounds, which made a big difference, but when you shoot it 12 of 34 from the field for just 35%, and even more importantly, 2 of 11 from the three-point line for just 18%, it certainly makes it tough to overcome those 10 turnovers. North Idaho College did turn it over 8 times, but again, when you're shooting it at 56% from the three-point line, it certainly can make up for a lot of those mistakes that they were making. Western Wyoming, 5 of 6 from the free throw line for 83% in the first half. Points off turnovers, North Idaho 9 to Western Wyoming's 7. Points in the paint, Western Wyoming was 16 to North Idaho's 14. Second chance points, Western Wyoming 7 to North Idaho's 2. And bench points, North Idaho 18 to Western Wyoming's 10. All pretty similar there in those 4 important categories, but the biggest key right now, Western Wyoming turning the ball over a little bit too much and not making shots, especially three-point shots when they need to, and they are very capable of doing so, especially Jackson Kyle, a guy that could potentially get hot here in the second half and turn things around for the Mustangs. It's going to be North Idaho basketball here coming into the second half. Here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium in Casper, Wyoming, on the campus of beautiful Casper College. North Idaho with the 39-31 lead, as Vaughn Weems is going to enter it to Kobe Campbell, and we are underway for the final 20 minutes here from Casper College. Campbell throws it to the wing. It looks like both sides are going to go back with their starters. This is going to be Vaughn Weems as he looks to make a move. Makes a tough pass down to Oddstrather, and he has it fumbled away. And then Boggs turns it back over, and it's going to be North Idaho here. This is going to be Tayshawn Colvin, who goes up, misses it. And Oddstrather with the offensive rebound. He goes back up. He misses it. Now there's a scramble for the basketball. It's going to be a tie-up here. And we're going to have a jump ball that's going to belong to Western Wyoming. On the floor for North Idaho, Vaughn Weems, number 2, the 6'5" guard from Washington. Kobe Campbell, number 3. Kyle Karstetter, number 5. Tayshawn Colvin, number 10. And then number 12, Dane Oddstrather. On the other side for Western Wyoming, they're back with their starters as well. Demetrius Davenport, number 0. Case and Boggs, 11. 15, Jackson Kyle. 23, Eddie McPhee. And 24, Micah Pierce. We'll see what Eddie McPhee is able to bring to the table, as he's been on the bench for the last 16 minutes. He shows off a little 15-footer, and there is no signs of rust there, as Eddie McPhee now has 4 points. He's a guy that they need to have on the floor in order to be successful. He's a guy that can knock down jump shots. He can feed the post. He can catch it in the post and score. And when he is not on the floor, it makes this thing much more difficult for the Mustangs here. Campbell thought about it from 4 steps behind the three-point line and then thought better of it as he uses Karstetter's screen, uses Karstetter's rescreen, and this time it's going to be Colvin who's going to drive it to the left hand, and Davenport comes from out of nowhere to block that shot. Boggs drives it to Kyle, and Davenport now misses this one short. Defensive rebound's going to go to Oddstrather, and it's going to be North Idaho basketball. Karstetter with it at the top. He gives it to Weems. Weems, a guy that it looks like a very impressive basketball player. He's built like a great basketball player. Really attacks the offensive rebounding boards And this is going to be Campbell for a deep three. It's no good. Jackson Kyle with the defensive rebound. Kason Boggs looks to facilitate here. He's going back over to Davenport. Davenport with here's the high-low action that they like to run from the wing. Tough pass by McPhee, but Pierce makes a tough catch, and Pierce gets a basket. And now he's got 12 on the game. And we're going to get a foul in the defensive backcourt, and it's going to go on Kason Boggs. Boggs' first foul, team's first foul of the second half, as Western Wyoming now has cut the lead down to 4 here with the first 2 baskets of the second half from McPhee and Pierce. Kobe Campbell looks like he's going to facilitate some offense here for North Idaho. Carstetter catches. Skolsky has already checked back in for North Idaho. This is him on the block as he spins to his left shoulder there. The lefty traditionally goes to his right shoulder, tried to make a move to the left shoulder there. It didn't work out for him as he throws it into the bottom of the rim. And Western Wyoming now with the chance to turn this into a one-possession basketball game. Kason Boggs facilitating. You got to think that it's going to be McPhee and Pierce again running that high-low action, whether it's from the top or from the side. They're trying to find McPhee on the side there, and he is not available. This time it comes to Boggs. Boggs with a great wraparound pass to Pierce. Pierce looks opposite to Davenport for a three, which is just long, but Pierce with a defensive rebound. And it's going to be Boggs resetting it. Western Wyoming did a great job of offensive rebounding. They grabbed 11 offensive rebounds in the first half. They now have 12 on the game as Pierce got that one. But a tough pass to handle there from Pierce as he was looking into McPhee. And again, the Cardinals want to run. This is a 12-footer there by Tayshawn Colvin that's no good, and Jackson Kyle comes away with it. And a great job of running the transition there as Pierce has a chance to shoot a layup there and gets the ball knocked away as he's going up, and it's going to stay with Western Wyoming. Dante Sawyer, the 6'5" guard from California, checks back in for North Idaho. Boggs tries to make a tough pass to Pierce on a back cut there, and the ball gets deflected out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Western Wyoming with 22 left on the shot clock. Fans, remember, stick around. We still have 2 more games here. Casper College Lady Thunderbirds starting next as Jackson Kyle fires a three that gets partially blocked, and Vaughn Weems has got it, and here come the Cardinals. Casper College Lady Thunderbirds taking on Snow Badgers here at 5 o'clock. Boggs misses a layup, and it's rebounded by Carstetter. Boggs thought he was going to get some contact there and did not. The Casper College take on the Snow Badgers at 4 o'clock as Skolsky hits another three as he's got 13 points in the game. And then the nightcap tonight at 6 o'clock, Casper College will take on McCook in men's basketball. So the next 2 games, both Casper College, the women will take on Snow, and then the men will take on McCook. The women will take on Snow, a Region 18 opponent. The boys will take on McCook, a Region 9 opponent, as this is McPhee for an 18-footer, and it's good. And he's now showing off a little bit of range as he's got 4 points in the second half now that he is back in after dealing with some early foul trouble. North Idaho still with a 5-point lead, 15 minutes and 45 seconds left, and we are going to take a quick break here from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic on the Casper College Network.
Hey, Coach, so I've been with you for a couple weeks. What's your philosophy on player development?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it really boils down to 2 things, imagination and creativity.
Go, yes, go. Quick, one more time. Give me another dodgy. Oh, another one dodgy. Give me that. Don't step on my 2. Don't step on my 2. Quick, finish, let's go. Come on, Trey. Go. Jump on your shot. Get your shot up. Go. One more. Let's go.
Welcome back, fans. 15:43 left here as North Idaho with a 5-point lead over Western Wyoming. Kobe Campbell handles it for North Idaho to begin this possession. They get the switch that they want. Dante Sawyer goes to his right shoulder, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul as he popped Jackson Kyle pretty good in the mouth. Sawyer's going to pick up his 3rd foul. That's going to be on the offensive side as they went into a ball screen action and got the switch that they wanted. Sawyer had the mismatch that he wanted, but got a little bit too aggressive on the offensive side, and Jackson Kyle takes the offensive foul while also taking a pop in the mouth. Case and Boggs going to facilitate offense here for Western Wyoming as they are, again, looking to probably get the ball to McPhee in the corner, and then Pierce in the post is where it looks like it's going. Skalski does a really nice job there of fronting the post, and the backside help is there as this time McPhee is going to fire a 3-ball. He misses it a little bit long, and Vaughn Weems with the defensive rebound. Dante Sawyer drives it there to his right hand and gets bumped on his way. Western Wyoming foul is going to be on number 15, Jackson Kyle. It's going to be his second, the team's second of the second half. As we are 5 minutes into the second half, North Idaho with a 42-37 lead. And Skalski, another 3-ball. I'll tell you what, Skalski is showing a little bit of everything tonight. 16 points now. Last night he went for 10 and 5. He is a guy that averages 10 points a game, but 16 now. He's got 3 different 3-point shots that he's hit. He scored it on the inside, the lefty, doing a little bit of everything here for North Idaho, and he's opened up the lead to 8 points now. Davenport now with a 3 to match Skalski's and cuts that lead back to 5. Western Wyoming really does a great job of moving the basketball. They do not stand in one place. You see guys like Kyle and Davenport that are moving constantly without the ball. They're running off of screens, and it makes the defense think about it and work and takes them out of position defensively from the backside, which allows a lot of those paint touches and also provides a lot of opportunity for those guys coming off and catching and shooting. As Western Wyoming gets a steal there, that's Pierce with the steal, and this is Davenport with a chance to cut this into a one-possession game again. This time Vaughn Weems gets the steal, though, and it's going to be hammer time for Weems. As Weems gets the steal, takes it coast to coast. He's got 8 points on the game. That's his first bucket of the second half. Just a careless pass from Western Wyoming at the top of the key that Weems was sitting on. Weems shows incredible length, as this is a great entry pass from Boggs into Pierce. Pierce now with 14 on the game, and another assist from Boggs as he wraps it around from the backside with his right hand and finds Pierce, who spins to his left and gets the basket. Dante Sawyer with an 18-footer that misses short. Kyle with the rebound, and Weems is going to facilitate. Jackson Kyle finds McPhee. McPhee wants to drive it now. McPhee's going to pull up for a free throw line jumper, and it's good. And Eddie McPhee, we talked about a guy that was really limited by some foul trouble in the first half, now scores 6 points here in the second half to go with his 2 from the first half. He's got 8 on the game, and a guy that can score it in a lot of different ways, just like he showed right there. A guy that can play above the rim but also knock down a 15-footer like that makes him tough. Foul's going to go on Case and Boggs. It's going to be his second, and we are at our first media timeout of the second half. 12:58 here left from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. North Idaho with a 47-44 lead over Western Wyoming on the Casper College Network.
We have a really competitive group this year, sometimes a little too competitive. And there's this guy on our team, Ethan. He takes it a little too far, but he never loses.
Ready, go! I do this. I ain't never lost. I do this. It don't even matter what that is. I got game right here. Yellow game. In this game. Tell him he missed too. In that game. I do this. I ain't never lost. I cheer louder than y'all. I never lost. I never lost. I ain't never lost. I do this.
And we're back, fans, from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium in Casper, Wyoming. North Idaho with a 47-44 lead over Western Wyoming. Just under 13 minutes left in the game. Jalen Skalski leading the way with from North Idaho with 16 points. He's followed by Kobe Campbell with 9, Vaughn Weems with 8, Austin Johnson with 5, Kyle Karstetter's got 6, and Dante Sawyer's got 3. For the Mustangs from Western Wyoming, Micah Pierce leading the way with 14, Eddie McPhee now with 8, Jackson Kyle with 6, Justice Jackson Fobbs with 4, Chalk Garang with 6, and Demetrius Davenport with 6. 3-point game here. Oh, what a great wraparound pass there by Austin Johnson as he finds Karstetter in for a little lefty spin around, and it's good. Carl Karstetter with his first 2-point basket of the game. He's got 8 points now, and the lead opens back up to 5. Chalk Garang checked in for Western Wyoming, played really solid minutes in the first half. This is also Trevon Chambers. And that's a 3-ball by McPhee that doesn't go, but Pierce with the offensive rebound. He spins to his left shoulder, and he gets the putback. It's good. Micah Pierce now with 16 on the game as it gets another offensive rebound for Western Wyoming. And again, the lead down to 3. They like to run that wing ball screen action where they swing it around to the other high post and look for a high-low action. This is Skalski again in the post. I wonder if they're trying to take advantage of McPhee, who has 2 fouls, but Carstetter settles for a fadeaway. Vaughn Weems with a tough offensive rebound and putback, though. Vaughn Weems, 10 points now, and again, a guy that just plays above the rim. He uses those long arms and finds himself in the right spot as he grabs a tough offensive rebound and putback to increase the lead back to 5. North Idaho looks like they're back into that 2-3 zone, and we're going to get an offensive foul here as Chalk Garang was out of control as he drove into the lane. Kyle Carstetter stepped his body in front, was outside of the semicircle under the rim, and it's going to be a turnover as Garang is going to check back out, as well as McPhee, and they're going to be replaced by Demetrius Davenport and Justice Jackson Fobbs. Jackson Fobbs and Pierce get a chance to play together for the first time today. You've seen a lot of McPhee with Pierce, and then Justice Jackson Fobbs kind of on his own as the third of the bigs. But an interesting selection here. We'll see if Jackson Fobbs and Pierce can play together. As this step-back 3-ball by Austin Johnson rims out. Offensive rebound by Skalski. And Skalski with a putback basket. Now he's at 18 on the game. Skalski's been active rebounding the basketball. And North Idaho again looks like they're maybe in a zone, but Vaughn Weems is kind of in man-to-man. Really not sure what they're trying to do defensively, and maybe it's something that I just am not seeing, but it kind of looks like a lot of confusion, but it's working out well for the Cardinals as they get another turnover from Western Wyoming and a chance to expand upon this 7-point lead. Kobe Campbell's going to facilitate. He's going to come off of that first high ball screen from Carstetter. Skalski's going to catch it, and now it's Austin Johnson. Johnson looks to try to dump it off to Carstetter. Can't make the pass as it gets deflected, and Western's going to get the ball. I'm sorry, it's going to stay with North Idaho. Austin Johnson's going to trigger it in for the Cardinals. Skalski takes one big dribble and then goes up with the left hand, and 2 more for Jalen Skalski. Skalski, guy that comes in averaging 10.6 points a game, now has 20 today for the Cardinals. You know what it is? I think it's a box and one. It's a box and one that they're running against Jackson Kyle. And this is going to be Trevon Chambers, who knocks down a 3. And we are going to get a timeout from Western Wyoming, a quick one there. It's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to go to break. 55-49 North Idaho with a 6-point lead. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left from the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic in the Casper College Network.
Here, Casper College, we can't miss. Hold on, man. I can do better.
All right, show me.
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the game between North Idaho and Western Wyoming. North Idaho with a 6-point lead. During the break, I had an opportunity to talk to my colleagues here sitting in the booth with me, and we have 3 different ideas about what this defense actually is from North Idaho. So we're going to stick around and we're going to watch it a little bit more, and hopefully we can come up with a little better analysis than my 2 sidekicks have here on my left. North Idaho is going to take the ball first, 55-49, a 6-point lead. Kobe Campbell is going to facilitate. He comes into the ball screen. The swing to Skalski. So this offense is really designed for going against a team that hedges and doubles a ball screen really tightly. And that's what Western Wyoming did yesterday. They had a lot of success by doubling out of the ball screen. Today they haven't been as aggressive, but with that aggressive ball screen defense, on that swing pass to the top, the roll guy usually is going to be open, and it makes the defense, the help side defense, kind of shift away. And that's what a lot of North Idaho has run today, at least to get into their initial offense. But Western Wyoming has made some subtle adjustments, and they're not hedging that ball screen as hard, and it has not allowed North Idaho to get as many layups. As North Idaho now is back into their original man-to-man defense. Part of that might be stemmed from the fact that Jackson Kyle is now on the bench. It looked like he was the guy that they were chasing around. Davenport fires a three, and it's no good, and Austin Johnson clears for North Idaho. 6-point lead for the Cardinals here. Austin Johnson uses the ball screen. They throw it inside. They look to throw it inside to Carstetter, and he's fouled by Amari Westmoreland, who had a hold of Carstetter. And it's going to be North Idaho ball on the baseline. Want to give a special shout out to Nate Macy, the assistant basketball coach for the girls team here at Casper College, doing a great job. Kobe Campbell flips it up. It's no good, but Skalski there with the offensive rebound. He thought he got bumped, but is unable to finish the putback, and Western Wyoming's got it with a chance to cut into this 6-point lead. Davenport looks back, and this is Chambers from the corner. Davenport's going to look to fire the three ball, but instead they throw it into Justice Jackson Fobbs, and he turns to his left shoulder, and it's good. Justice Jackson Fobbs now with 6 points, as Western Wyoming had an opportunity to take a couple of three-point looks there, but passed and waited, and they were patient, and they got the look that they wanted from Justice Jackson Fobbs in the post. Skalski catches. He's got the smaller man Chambers on him, but his pass gets deflected, and it comes out to Austin Johnson, who buries a three ball. Austin Johnson happened to be in the right place at the right time, but his feet were set, and he buries the three ball and opens this lead back up to 7 points in the Cardinals' favor. 58-51 here from Casper, Wyoming. This is going to be Westmoreland with the drive, and he's got a layup. Amari Westmoreland gets his first bucket of the game, the 6'4 freshman from Kahuki, Hawaii, and cuts the lead down to 58-53 North Idaho. Austin Johnson, another three ball. That one looked good, but just misses a little bit short. Westmoreland with the rebound. And now Western Wyoming's going to run. This is going to be Westmoreland. Johnson looked like he tried to take a charge, but he fell down too soon, and Roosevelt Brown is going to call a flop technical foul here on number 1, Austin Johnson. Johnson looked like he was in position. He was ready to take it, and then all of a sudden he kind of bailed out and just went down. And Roosevelt Brown, a guy that's been officiating for a long, long time, was not fooled by it. Coach Sosa a little bit disappointed because he thought that they should have let the play out, as Western Wyoming had an opportunity to score and then add the technical on top of it. Mr. Brown called the flopping foul already, and that stops possession, and it'll be Demetrius Davenport at the free throw line shooting 1. Free throw is good for Davenport. He's got 7 points on the game. Ball's going to stick with and now Ben Partlow saying that it's going to be white basketball. He's going to meet with Ryan Gross and Roosevelt Brown so that they can figure it out. It was a weird sequence of play as the ball was still live. Normally with a flopping technical foul, they're going to wait until a play has ended or possession has changed before they stop the game, and then they assess the penalty. In this case, it was a live ball. Western Wyoming had possession of the ball when the whistle blew to stop it, and due to that fact, Western Wyoming is going to retain. With the flopping penalty is a point of interruption penalty, and so the one free throw is assessed, and it's not a free throw and the ball like a technical foul would be. It is one free throw, and then it is point of interruption, so where the game was stopped. The three referees get together. They decide that because of where the game was stopped, Western Wyoming had the basketball, and so Western Wyoming gets the one free throw, and then they get the ball back as well. So it's going to be Westmoreland who enter it. It's going to go to McPhee. McPhee looking to make a move on Skalski. He's going to go to his left shoulder, flip it up, and it is good. Eddie McPhee now with 10 points. He's got 8 in the second half, and he has cut the lead down to 2 points. You got to think North Idaho's going to be looking for Skalski here, the guy that's got 20 points for him already today. Whether it's in the post or on the perimeter, here he is on the perimeter, looking for some action. Karstetter was in the post. He had the smaller man, Westmoreland, on him, and Westmoreland's going to get called for a hook. It's going to be his 4th. And North Idaho will enter from the baseline. 16 foul on Western Wyoming, and the next one will be bonus. Karstetter fires the 3-ball, misses it just short, and Justice Jackson Fobbs with the defensive rebound. And Western Wyoming now with the chance to tie or take the lead. Demetrius Davenport, here comes Chambers off of the screen, and he's going to fire a 3-ball, but he misses it well short. Westmoreland, a guy who's come in and played with a lot of energy. He does have 4 fouls, but he has come in and played really hard for Western Wyoming in his few minutes that he's gotten here. Chambers flips it up. It's no good. Skalski with the defensive rebound. Thought about getting out and running with it, but decided to slow down, and now it's going to be Kobe Campbell. Campbell uses the ball screen. Skalski pops out of it, misses the 3-ball short, but he knew it, and he was the first guy to chase it down and gets his own offensive rebound. Great pass there by Campbell, and he finds Tayshawn Colvin. Colvin gets his first basket of the game and the foul. Foul's going to be on, I believe it's number 5. Yep, it is. Going to be on Amari Westmoreland. It's going to be his 5th foul, and he is out of the basketball game now with 5 fouls. Jackson Kyle replaces him. Campbell did a great job. He caught the ball off of the reversal on the offensive rebound and kind of waited for everyone to spread out. And when he did that, Tayshawn Colvin was standing right under the basket wide open and got the layup. We've got one more TV timeout here, 6 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second half. North Idaho with a 60-56 lead on the Casper College Network.
At Casper College, we're a hustle culture. We hustle for everything. Everything!
Hustle! 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 That's better.
We're back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the home of the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic in Game 2 of Day 2. Western Wyoming and North Idaho, the Cardinals with a 60-56 lead here. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second half. Jalen Skalski leading the way for the Cardinals. He's got 20 points. Vaughn Weems next in line with 10, Kobe Campbell with 9, Austin Johnson with 8, and Kyle Karstetter with 8. We talked about the depth and versatility that this North Idaho team offers. There's not a guy that's going to go out and normally get 25. As you look even at averages, you get a guy like Austin Johnson at 9, Vaughn Weems at 13.6, Kobe Campbell at 11.6, Tayshawn Colvin at 10.8, Dante Sawyer at 14.4, Jalen Skalski at 10.6. All those guys averaging double figures. And so you knew this was going to be a balanced attack from North Idaho. I think what Western Wyoming coach Steve Souza was not prepared for was Jalen Skalski going for 20 points. As the free throw is good from Tayshawn Colvin to complete the three-point play and open the lead back up to 5 with 6.5 minutes left to go here in this basketball game. Ball moving crisply around the perimeter here. This is Davenport with it. He's going to kind of use the ball screen from McPhee. McPhee's going to pull up for an 18-footer, and it's good. Eddie McPhee now with 12 points in the game. He's got a sweet stroke there from 15 feet, and he has really shown it off in the second half as he's got 10 points in the second half by him alone. Karstetter catches it, tries to get to his left shoulder, goes up, and it is good with the right hand. Kyle Karstetter, who hit a couple of threes early on in the game, is now showing a little bit more of an inside presence, especially as he's got a mismatch in there. He spins to his left shoulder, and a nice little baby hook with the right hand is good. Jackson Kyle from 15 feet, and it's good. Jackson Kyle's first basket of the second half. He's got 8 points on the game and again cuts that lead back down to 3. North Idaho has been unable to open this thing up more than 5 or 7 points in this game. As Western Wyoming, every time it seems like North Idaho gets a bucket, Western Wyoming matches. This is Vaughn Weems for a 3-ball, and the lefty showing off a little bit of length. And here comes just the man-to-man defense here. Tough shot there by Chambers, doesn't fall, and Skalski with the defensive rebound. And now that North Idaho has gotten it up to 6, a chance to break through that 7-point barrier that seems to have been holding them back this entire second half. Colvin fires a 3-ball. It's no good. And Justice Jackson Hobbs with the defensive rebound for Western. Jackson Kyle kicks it ahead. Chambers thought about a 3 and then thought better of it, as now Western's going to run a little bit of offense here. Micah Pierce sitting at the scorer's table waiting to come back in for Western Wyoming. McPhee's in the post. He's going to catch it in there. A little fake. Karstetter did a really nice job of timing that. He didn't fall for McPhee's fake. And then we've got a foul on Western Wyoming. Foul's going to go against number 21, Justice Jackson Fobbs. It's going to be his third. And Karstetter did a really nice job there on the defensive end. He didn't bite on the fake, waited until McPhee went up, and then went up straight with him. Didn't block the shot, but deflected the shot enough to where McPhee missed. And on the defensive rebound, Skalski got fouled, and Skalski's going to head to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 1 and 1. Kason Boggs returns for Western Wyoming, as well as Micah Pierce. First free throw is good for Skalski. He's got 21 on the game. It's worth mentioning, too, number 0 for North Idaho, Taryn Johnson, not able to play today. He played almost 8 minutes yesterday. A big-bodied forward, the 6'7" sophomore from Grand Prairie, Texas, averaging 15 points a game, unavailable for the Cardinals today, as Skalski's second free throw is good. And North Idaho pulls ahead to a 68-60 lead. North Idaho's shown very, very well so far in these 2 games here, and they are going to have to need that. Demetrius Davenport gets a bucket. They're going to need that in Region 18, as Region 18, as per usual, is loaded with talent. Casper went and saw Snow College last week, and Snow, a very, very skilled basketball team. You look at a team like CSI and Salt Lake, who are always national powers, top 10 teams in the country perennially. And so this North Idaho team, from what they've shown so far, I think they're going to compete very well in this Region 18. Foul's going to go on 15, Jackson Kyle. It's going to be his third. Foul's going to be on Jackson Kyle. Again, it's his third. This is Kyle Karstetter heading to the free throw line. Karstetter, the 6'7" sophomore from Moses Lake, Washington, comes in averaging just 4.4 points per game, but he's got 10, make that 11 now on the game. Second free throw, he misses short. Jackson Kyle, defensive rebound. And Western Wyoming comes down trailing by 7, looking to cut into that deficit here. Boggs is going to drive it, and this time they're going to get the foul call that Coach Sosa has been waiting for. Foul's going to go against Vaughn Weems. It's going to be his first, the team's second of the half, as the entry pass goes into Davenport. Shot is up, and it is no good, and they're going to call a foul. That one is going to go on Kobe Campbell. It's going to be his third, the team's third, and it's going to send Demetrius Davenport to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the second half. Davenport's first free throw is up and good, as he's in double figures now with 10. The 6'4" sophomore from Rock Springs, Wyoming, comes in averaging just 5.3 points per game. He has doubled that average up, plus some, as he is now up to 11. North Idaho basketball here, up by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes left to play from Sweet Erickson Gymnasium here in Casper, Wyoming. Tayshawn Colvin looks to the top. Skalski thought about it. The way he's been shooting it today, I wouldn't be surprised if he thought about it even a little bit harder. Colvin uses the Carstetter screen, and he's getting all the way to the middle. Flips it up. Looked like he lost it on the way up. It doesn't go. Jackson Kyle with the defensive rebound. Kason Boggs wants to run. He's going to find Davenport on the wing for a three ball that doesn't go, and Vaughn Weems with the defensive rebound. Kobe Campbell with it, and now over to Skalski. Back to Campbell. Campbell's open for a three ball. This one's from deep, but he buries it. Kobe Campbell with a big three ball there that puts North Idaho back up by 8. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. North Idaho is going to call a timeout here as Coach Simmons wants to talk it over and see what they want to do with this 8-point lead. With just under 3 minutes to go here from Casper, Wyoming. This is the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic on the Casper College Network.
So one of the main reasons I chose Casper College is I'm from Casper, born and raised, and it's great that we have this community college here that it's ranked pretty high among community colleges. So I'm a non-traditional student, and I was a little bit nervous to come back to college, I guess. My major while I was a CC student was psychology, and I also got to be the president of the psychology club. I just had so many opportunities for leadership and personal growth. And I've just been so thankful. I really never imagined all of the opportunities that I would have had here. Just go for it. Like, there is so much to do and so many things to be involved in. And challenge yourself, push beyond your own limitations that you had in your mind.
We're back, fans, at Sweet Erickson Gymnasium. North Idaho with a 72-64 lead over Western Wyoming. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this basketball game. It's going to be Western Wyoming basketball looking to cut into this 8-point deficit here. Kason Boggs is going to be the one that's going to handle it. Demetrius Davenport looks for a little free throw line jumper. McPhee's now going to try to drive it to the middle. And now it's Davenport again. He's looking to turn the corner. Good little shot fake, but looks like he lost it on the way up. This is Pierce on the offensive rebound, and it's good. Micah Pierce, 18 points. And I want to say it's a quiet 18 because he's not a guy that they have to sit and draw an offense around. It's not an offense where they're going to try to pound the ball into him over and over and over again. They've done it on occasion, but a lot of his work, his 18 points, have come off of offensive rebounds. They've come off of dump-offs. They come in different ways, and that makes him such a good player, as this is Jalen Skalski now, who continues to add to his career high of 24 points for the Cardinals. And again, it seems like every time Western Wyoming gets something going, they get a bucket, as this one goes for Eddie McPhee, who's got 14. It seems like every time they get a basket, North Idaho comes right back and returns with a basket of their own. And a lot of the times it seems like it's been Skalski now, who has 24 points for the Cardinals. Or it's been this guy, Kobe Campbell. He's got 12 points. And I guess I should say it's been a little bit of everybody. This is Tayshawn Colvin. Karstetter's a guy that's knocked down a couple of threes, and right on point, he hits a three. Kyle Karstetter, the 6'7" guard forward from Moses Lake, Washington, now has 14 points on the game, as now we get a return three ball from Western Wyoming, and that's Eddie McPhee again, as he's got 17 points now, 15 of them in the second half. And we're going to have a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. 1 minute, 11 seconds left here from Casper College. North Idaho with a 77-71 lead on the Casper College Network.
Hey, Coach, so I've been with you for a couple weeks. What's your philosophy on player development?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it really boils down to two things: imagination and creativity.
Good, fine, good, yes, go, quick, one more time, give me that! Don't step on my two! Don't step on my two! Quick, finish, let's go! Come on, Trey! Go! Jump on your shot, get your shot up! Go! One more, let's go! Get it up, go! Finish it! Nice job,
Nice job. Nice job.
こっち見て。
Welcome back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium in Casper, Wyoming. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock here as North Idaho with a 77-71 lead. They just got a 3 ball from Eddie McPhee to cut the lead down to 6. It's going to be North Idaho basketball going the length of the floor here. You got to assume Western Wyoming's going to place some sort of pressure here. And I tell you what, it's been a really impressive game. Jalen Skalski, the guy from North Idaho who comes in averaging 10.6 points a game, has scored 24 points for the Cardinals. Kyle Karstetter, another guy, averages 4.4 points a game, and he has scored 14 so far. Kobe Campbell's going to handle the pressure by himself as it's just some token man-to-man. But Jackson Kyle stays on top of him defensively and continues to pressure. No more 5-second violation here as long as you're dribbling the basketball, as that's changed in college, both in the men's and women's side of things. So Campbell can sit here and dribble it out until the shot clock starts to run out, as that shot gets blocked by, I think, Davenport and Kyle. The outlet pass goes to Boggs. Boggs with the run out. He gets a quick 2. And just like that, Kason Boggs is on the board, but it's down to a 4-point game with just under 40 seconds left as Jackson Kyle is going to give the foul on Kobe Campbell. It's going to be Kyle's 4th foul. You can see both these teams are starting to get gassed. Both teams played yesterday in, again, hard-fought games. Western Wyoming played in this 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock time slot yesterday. North Idaho played in the 7 o'clock game last night, so you can assume that they are still pretty gassed. But both teams going to give it all they've got for the next 33.6 seconds. Campbell comes in as 71.1% free throw shooter, and the first one for Kobe Campbell is good. He's got 13 points on the game now, opens the lead back up to 5. Coach Simmons electing to have most of his players back in the backcourt as Campbell makes his second free throw, and he's got 14 on the game. And then he's replaced by Austin Johnson, who comes in, it looks like, for defensive purposes for North Idaho. Western enters to Boggs as he catches it with his momentum going forward, and he's going all the way to the rim, and he scores it with the left hand. Kason Boggs now with 4 points, all within the last 30 seconds, and we've got a timeout on the floor, and it's going to be a full timeout by Western Wyoming. 79-75 North Idaho. We will be back for the last 30 seconds here on the Casper College Network.
I chose Casper College because it's my hometown, and it always been like a goal of mine to come here first and then maybe go on, but I actually liked it here a lot better, so I decided to stay here. I like the community here, like how they do these things like the barbecues and everything. I think that's really cool how they try to get the students and everyone together. It's affordable for a lot of students, even out-of-state students, and also it's like I said earlier, the community, it's really good, and they try to help you in any way that they can here. And I know bigger universities don't care as much, and I think Casper College is perfect. I don't know, feels like home.
We're back, fans. Sweet Erickson Gymnasium, the Vista Auto Thanksgiving Classic. North Idaho with a 79-75 lead. Just under 30 seconds left to go here in the game. North Idaho is going to be inbounding, going the long way here. As Colvin throws it away, it's stolen by Boggs. Boggs with the spin move, and the left-handed layup is good. Boggs now with 6 points, all in this last minute, and the lead is cut down to 2 as Eddie McPhee gives the foul, and Kobe Campbell will head to the free throw line. Colvin had the opportunity to run the baseline there, chose not to, threw a bad pass. It gets stolen. Boggs with a sweet little spin move, and just like that, it is a 2-point game here with pressure on Kobe Campbell to knock down a couple of free throws here for the Cardinals. First free throw hits the back iron and bounces out, and now Western Wyoming, regardless of this second free throw, is going to have the opportunity to tie the game here on this next possession. Second free throw is up and good for Campbell. He's got 15 points on the game. Western Wyoming with 24 seconds left. Down by 3 and out of timeouts. It's going to be Boggs. Dribble handoff. Kyle looks to attack it. Now it's Davenport. They need to get something going here quick. And Coach Sosa now is deciding like they're going to wait and go for 3 as Kobe Campbell gives a foul there on Davenport. It's going to be Campbell's 4th, but it's just going to be the team's 4th of the second half. Colvin's going to return for North Idaho. He's going to replace Colvin. 13 seconds left. North Idaho still with 2 fouls to give if they would like to, as the clock is down to 10. And they're going to give that one there. Tayshawn Colvin is going to get called for it. It's his second. 8.5 seconds left here. It's the 5th foul on North Idaho. They still have 1 more to give. It sounded like Coach Simmons was yelling no more, but you never know if that's a ploy or not. 8.5 seconds left here. 1 foul to give here for North Idaho. As Kyle pops to the top, it gets entered to Boggs, and the ball bounces off of Boggs. Nope, and they're going to call a foul. Foul is going to be given to Vaughn Weems. It's going to be his second. And now with 7.5 seconds left, North Idaho with a 3-point lead. No fouls to give, but now you still have the opportunity to, if you would like to, give a foul, put Western Wyoming at the free throw line. As that pass, the setup was great, but it looked like it was a little bit of a too high pass, and Vaughn Weems skies for the defensive rebound, and he grabs it. And by the time a foul is called, it looks like the ball game is over. Vaughn Weems went up over the top and just skied for that rebound, grabbed it over Case and Boggs, and that's the way this ball game is going to end. North Idaho with an 80-77 victory in Game 2 of the Vista Auto Classic. We will run through some quick scoring updates here, and then I will pass it along to Jack Noakes, who is going to be on the call for the Casper College girls game versus Snow College. First for the Cardinals, the victorious Cardinals from North Idaho, who won 80-77. They're led in scoring by number 24, Jalen Skalski, 24 points. Kobe Campbell goes for 15. Kyle Karstetter with 14. Vaughn Weems with 13. Austin Johnson with 8. Tayshawn Colvin with 3. Dante Sawyer with 3. Again, a very balanced effort from Snow College. For Western Wyoming, Demetrius Davenport with 11. Eddie McPhee with 17. 15 of those in the second half. Micah Pierce with 18 of his own. Jackson Kyle with 8. Justice Jackson Fobbs with 6. Kason Boggs with 6. Trayvon Chambers finishes with 3. Chalk Garang with 6. And Amari Westmoreland with 2. Again, please stick around. We've got 2 more basketball games. Casper College Lady Thunderbirds take on the Snow Badgers here in Game 3, and then the Casper College team will take on McCook in boys basketball action for the nightcap. Thanks for joining us, and tune back in here in about 15 minutes for Jack Noakes.
Hey, Coach. So I've been with you for a couple weeks. What's your philosophy on player development?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it really boils down to 2 things: imagination and creativity.